In the shadowy world of espionage, there are stories so secret they might never fully come to light. Today, we uncover one such tale, the CIA's covert operations to disrupt Iran's nuclear program, a masterclass in sabotage, cyber warfare, and political maneuvering. To understand the significance of these operations, let's rewind to the early 2000s. Iran was rapidly advancing its nuclear program, claiming it was for peaceful purposes. But many countries, led by the United States, feared these developments could lead to a nuclear-armed Iran, destabilizing the Middle East. With negotiations failing and time running out, the CIA joined forces with allies like Mossad to stop Iran, not on the battlefield, but in the shadows. The first and most groundbreaking move was the Stuxnet worm. In 2010, this cyber weapon was unleashed on Iran's Natanz uranium enrichment facility. Stuxnet infiltrated the facility's computers, causing centrifuges to spin uncontrollably and destroy themselves, all while sending normal data back to operators. It was the first known cyber attack to cause physical destruction, setting back Iran's nuclear ambitions by years. The next phase was far more personal. Between 2010 and 2012, at least 4 Iranian nuclear scientists were assassinated. Magnetic bombs, drive-by shootings, and other targeted attacks struck fear into Iran's nuclear community. Footage of protests in Iran blaming foreign intelligence services. Though no nation claimed responsibility, evidence pointed toward a collaboration between the CIA and Mossad. UN meetings, economic graphs showing Iran's GDP dropping, and protests in Tehran while covert operations were in play. The United States and its allies imposed crippling economic sanctions on Iran. These measures targeted key industries, froze assets, and isolated Iran from global financial systems. Together, these tactics forced Iran to reconsider its strategy. Archived footage of then-President Obama announcing sanctions. The pressure eventually led to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, temporarily freezing Iran's nuclear program in exchange for lifting sanctions. But this deal was short-lived, and tensions soon resurfaced. Visuals of modern Iranian nuclear facilities, US policy debates, and regional instability. Despite the CIA's efforts, Iran's nuclear ambitions didn't end. The collapse of the nuclear deal under the Trump administration and Iran's subsequent escalation of uranium enrichment reignited global concerns. The cycle of espionage and sabotage continues, with no clear resolution in sight. Covert operations, maps, and global protests. The CIA's campaign against Iran's nuclear program showcases the power and limits of modern espionage. It's a story of innovation, secrecy, and moral ambiguity. On one hand, these operations delayed a potential nuclear crisis. On the other, they raised profound ethical questions about sovereignty, international law, and the unintended consequences of covert actions. Visuals fade to an image of a world map with Iran highlighted. As the geopolitical chessboard evolves, one thing is certain: the stakes remain dangerously high. What's your take? Was this a necessary evil to ensure global security, or does it set a dangerous precedent for future conflicts? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe for more hidden stories from the world of espionage.